All right, welcome back, everyone. Our tray of tiny pieces here. Get all the doodads and who's-its and what's-its laid out. Gonna have a very full tray of tiny pieces by the end of this thing, I think. Gonna have to get a bigger tray of tiny pieces at some point, I imagine. But so far, so good. Making slow, steady progress. This is always, doing these sets, this is always the slow part, building all the tiny pieces. It'll pick up the pace once we actually start building structures, which is still going to be a couple of days out yet. Side note, I am going to be hopping around a little bit as far as I'm not going to be following the instructions exactly, because I'm still waiting on the tools to arrive that I ordered to do all the cutting with. But we'll get around to that soon enough, next day or two. Trying to think of anything else. I don't think there's any other boilerplate stuff to go over, so I'm ready to jump in and get going on our next piece, which will be not the next piece in the book, but I already covered all that. So right back with that. Okay, so the goal today is, or in this step anyway, is put these extra teeny tiny little pieces, labels, onto these bottles. So this will be fun, and definitely going to go for the B7000 because that fine tip it's got on it, I can put out a reasonable amount of glue if it's feeling like it. Which seems like it is. Now, I'm just going to jump right in and try and put just a little drop on there. I don't even know if it's showing up. Get my needle back in there, and that's supposed to get one of the square ones. I believe it's this one. Yep. And just on there, sort of rub it back and forth, try and get the glue on all over the back of it, and then see if I can fold the sides around. Yeah, okay, that seemed to have worked. I might have gotten a little bit low on it, but I'm ready to live with that. Then basically just going to repeat that as we go down the line. And this one gets getting all the this one's supposed to get this label. I'm going to make no pretense about trying to make it right side up or upside down. Not super convinced I'm even going to make them all stick, but alright, that one is moving around quite a bit. But it's hopefully going to stick. And this guy gets this one. Get one. I don't know how I managed to always hit the rim of that. Okay, and I do think I got that one upside down, so let's see if I can spin it. Okay. And this one is next. I don't know if you all are able to see it, but the angle I'm at, I can't see. Well, I can't see the. Yeah, there is glue on there. Because I can't see whether or not there's actual glue on that bottle. I know it's got strings all over it. Don't stick to this. And these things were a pain in the butt to cut out as well. I'm definitely not used to trimming up little bitty pieces like this. Used to handling more substantial pieces. And this is also probably one of those things where it's one of those details that I sort of doubt that anybody's ever going to notice. But they're going to be on there if anyone ever looks for it. Okay. And it says to go ahead and trim them off the form and everything, but I'm not going to, because trimming off form is going to be something when we put it on the table that has a tablecloth. So I'm just going to leave them as is for the moment and move on to my next thing, which is also not in order in the book. But like I said, it's just a matter of Amazon delivering, and for some reason I opted for Prime Day delivery, so it's not even coming to, it won't even come till the day after tomorrow, so it'll be at least 3 more days before I start trimming on that fabric. But now, set this aside and let that glue do its thing. And actually it's sticking into my tweezers. Glue's doing too much of its thing. Alright, and I'll grab the next piece. Okay, gonna build us some books. So, I'm wrapping some wood, so it's gonna be a super glue project, or super glue piece anyway. Let's see. I'm on the wrong page because I'm jumping around so much. I think, yeah, pretty straightforward. We're just, it looks like, just line up the pieces. And then fold the edge over there. So we got the stack of books, and that seems to be pretty much on that corner piece. So, alright, I think I'll move this out of the way. This is the one I'm sort of worried about with all those little intricate shapes. Ought to be fun. Okay, so I'm going to, as usual, get as much of the glue off the brush as I can. Just want the bare minimum on here. Smooth, even coat, hopefully. And a little pressure for just a second, because that doesn't take much with paper and wood. And up here, and so from the back I'm offline, but it's, I think I've got coverage, so I may get out the old X-Acto knife and try and trim that. I think it's still gonna, yeah, still be good on the corners. So I may have to try and trim that down a bit. And for the mope right now, just get a little coverage on the top. Alright. Yeah, that looks okay from this side. It just, I don't know if I want to mess with it or not. I think I'm going to roll the dice and see if they don't show any of that stuff whenever I get it situated. If I need to trim it, I'll trim it later. Like I say, so far that suits me. Alright, set you over here. And this guy, and the way it lines up. Okay, that's here. Goes all the way around back. This one doesn't line up at all. No, that's not. Take a better look at this. Okay, there's something that's like this. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this one up here. So I got that. I'll do that. How's this look on this end? I think that'll be okay. It looks like it's wrapping around the corner on that book binding, but maybe come this way a shade. Okay. I think that's good. Let's see here. Get one side anchored down and just work our way around. Okay. And doop. Lots of extra on this one for some reason, but I want to go try to decide if I want to go ahead and wrap that back. Yeah, like I say, this side lined up almost perfectly, and this side is not. So I'm going to say that's their fault, not mine. Okay, but that's. I think it's sort of like the newspaper thing yesterday. I think the scale on the printing has somehow gotten wrong. But I am going to trim this bottom section though, because it does have to stand up flat. So, the old X-Acto knife out the corner. And okay, so that'll stand up straight anyway. All right, cap this, put it back in the stand, and set you off with that other one. Now, let's see, this one. It's got that gap there. It's supposed to line up with this gap here. So this is one that's going to be, I think, the trickiest. Cutting it was no fun either. Okay, so something like this. It's, I think, maybe up. And everything to line up is an issue here. Maybe I can get a. Okay, thought that might work. Maybe I think the principle's sound. Let me get it bigger. Nah, I'm too clumsy for this. Okay, I'm just gonna wing it. Okay. May regret this, but here we go. Hmm. Already bonded, so it's off, but that side doesn't look bad. And this side seemed to line up better too. Okay. This isn't quite dream bottle teeny tiny, but it's some teeny tiny stuff here. Let's see that one. I don't know if you can see the details on camera or not, but those books look much better than the other ones do as far as lining up the corners. Let's see how bad's the bottom. Not too bad. Still gonna get some trim work on here. Okay, that's even. Yep. All right, so we got our books down. That is, yeah, I'm all the way in. But got 3 little stacks of books, so that's some progress there. And I will gather up the next bit I'm going to do and be right back with that. All right, working on this air conditioner, so back to a little more easier, I think. First thing, gonna go and get some of the old Gorilla super glue and just pop these blocks together to make one solid. Just make one in the middle. Hopefully get you lined up pretty close on both sides and squeeze. Alright, I think that's there. Feels pretty good. Maybe a little bit off. That's still close enough. We're going to be able to cover it up with the paper. Alright, let's you over there and get to working on some creases. I just did that one twice. No. Alright. These guys ready to go. That's supposed to go on here. That's pretty close. And the dry fit shows us good shape. Alright. I think I'll use the B7000 again, just because it was sitting right there. Give me a little more maneuverability, and this is a little bit bigger structure. And just work you down there and swirl you around for a second. And these guys are. Will work. Yep. Okay. And honestly, now that I've done that, I am going to go ahead and go back to the Gorilla Glue on the sides, just for, like I say, the instant bond is nice. Should still be some on there. Last one. Okay, so we got a super air conditioner unit. Now we just got to put our little support brackets on. It's obviously still going to be with the super glue on that. Just got to figure out which way is up. So I want them here. About like so, they say. Evidently, you're supposed to put them on straight, which is always the issue for me. Maybe do that just a spacer. See if I can figure this out. Yeah, okay. Or yeah, just lay it down on its side. Just do that, and I know it'll be symmetrical and square, or square-ish anyway. All right, that's my plan. Let's coat on this side. And you in and press. Okay. And then same thing on this side, just upside down, or the opposite way, I guess, not really upside down. Go around over here and don't have as much space on this one. Alright, there we go. Okay. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. Maybe I could have used a thinner piece for the spacer, but I think that's still viable. Alright. Yeah. Dig it. Alright. Onwards and upwards to our next project. Be right back with that. Okay, we're making a shop door or something here. I can't read that, but it's pretty straightforward. Got our door handle. That's to hold our sign in place. And this is our, it's supposed to bend these over, make a, well, it wasn't supposed to come apart like that. So let me try a different cut. I think I'll cut it just a little bit shorter, shouldn't hurt anything. Okay, there it went. Okay, let's try again. Okay. I'm just going to have a silver door handle, I think. It's going to be like that. I'll just peel it off. I think the principle's still going to be the same. Okay. and supposed to could have just done a staple. These guys on there when they feel like it. So, ooh, maybe we'll do it from the. I'm feeling a modification coming in. I think I'm gonna leave those in the middle. They're supposed to go up against the door, but yeah, let's say I'm gonna roll with it here, I believe. Get the old Bondic out. And it's supposed to be, I think it. I don't know if they'll stay together while I'm doing all this or not. Evidently they will not. Okay. Come back here. Okay. So, new plan. I got this. Okay, put the Bondic aside for the moment. Go with the old B7000 again. Be a couple of fairly generous I drop on there anyway. And then ease this down into that. See if I can convince this to not be magnetic. I cannot. Just need you to not. Don't hang on to that. Okay. And since it's being drop in there as well and grab my plastic tweezers. I think I missed, so I hit it again. If I can get you to this is turning into a farce. Okay. Stay on there, not on me. Okay. I'm getting all the glue going everywhere. Looks like Bondic is going to be required. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe it'll stick. All the strings everywhere. Okay, I'm going to let that sit for a minute while I go. Supposed to make this thing and basically want to bend this over and it'll go, that's going to be on the back of that. So okay, so I am going to go ahead and do the Bondic on this one. So, put the drop right there. Get my hints. These tweezers have never been this magnetic before. Okay. Okay. Okay, got you on there. I'm gonna put a drop over the top. Make sure I get. Okay. Now I'm not sure this is going to work actually, because doesn't look like it went over the top. I may have to add some more. I think when I was moving around, I eliminated some of the Bondic. So I'm going to hit it again now they got some in. Just make sure it's all sealed in. And in theory, this is going to be the easy part. Okay. I do have it, the way it's set up, it's sort of going back. So I should be able to just plop my sign on top of it and line it up with where I want it to be lined up at. And it shows this is right side up. So it's going to go about like this. Yeah, a couple of drops of the B7000 just put through there. And with some luck, be able to just pop you on and let's see, once that glue dries, I may try and paint that, put a little black accent on that door handle. Just cause. If I had to do again, I wouldn't have worried about the up and down. I just would have called it a doorknob and had used one of those beads. But I was already that far in, so that's what I went with. Yeah, that's gonna be, I think that'll be okay. Yeah, that thing just totally disappears though, don't it? Yeah, I'll probably have to put like just a black stripe or something on there so it shows. But the sign looks good. Ish. Alright. Well, that's all for that piece. So moving on to the next one. What is the next one? Okay, next one's pretty easy too. So I'm going to definitely keep going. So be right back with that. Okay, this one's fairly straightforward, and the next one's going to be a bit more on the challenging side. So good mix. Standard to start my creases going. Making some steps, and kudos for them for actually putting nice bright white dashes on the steps, not the black ones where they just blend in and you can't find them. Okay. Pretty straightforward, and drop you in there and get pretty nice coverage. I think. Yeah. I think I will switch back to just using the Gorilla Super Glue. See how this works rather than the. I say it locks it in place so nicely. So that instant bond is just convenient. So I just put a strut right down the middle. Plop you on. Make sure they're all lined up and just get the bond going. Alright. Okay. Now we'll just do our sides. always love when I realize I forget to talk. It sort of dawns on me, like, well, I can't do anything about that now. Let's see, I think I got a couple of pieces to trim on this one, so see if I can not butcher it up. A little bit there. Okay. That looks pretty good to me. Solid step. All right. So, cap it and then do it again on the tinier piece. You got my little, no, okay. All right. Now, which way do I want to go? I think I'm going to try and do both sides first. Both long sides first, then the small ones. Just to see if that helps or hinders, better or worse, with how that goes. Actually, I'm going to try and put the paint the glue up there. See if that's, like I said, help, hinder, better, worse. Okay. Immediately seems worse. Not sticking down as good. Okay, there it goes. But I'm going to go back to putting it on the wood now. I already see I'm going to have some trim work to do on this one as well. Okay. Okay, yet another solid brick, or solid block, and turning. I'm into the wood on that one. Alright. Now that feels good. Alright. Easy enough. Surprised it took 9 minutes to do all that. But add it over to our stack where we're at today, and uh-oh, I lost a stack of books. I had 3 of those. Where'd the other one go? It can't have gone far. It's got to be. Okay, I found it. It just fell off. Okay. But anyway, like I say, that was the simple one. The next one's a bit more complicated, so I'll grab those and we'll get rolling with that. And that'll probably be finishing us up tonight. Okay, like I said, I'm building like a little landing thing now. Gotta have the dog and the rails and everything on there once it's all said and done. And I'm going to not follow their directions, to be honest. Because it says to start with this little teeny tiny thing down here. And I guess that might give you some flexibility. I have to think about this, because they're supposed to attach here and here. And then basically it has you work your way up the steps. And then this one goes on the inside. Okay. I think... Okay, I'll try it their way, but I'm not sure. Let me grab a new list. But, let's see here. A little room here. Just out of curiosity, how close are these? Not close enough, but I can get one corner done on this. I think. Okay, so I guess I should show you my plan. I'm going to set this up there, put the glue on that end, and then I've got the corner. Get the trash out of the way. Should have cleaned up after the last step. Shoot on there and just... Okay, let me try maybe this one. Okay, that's not being as cooperative as I want to be. Let's see if the jiggle. I don't know. Okay, so if I put you in there, are you in there? Okay, that should work. It's got enough. Yeah, that should let me get it square. Okay, I'll give that a go. So you're going to be in there. I'll just leave you like that for the moment. Got a frog in my throat, so excuse me. Okay, I'll glue on that. Now, bring you in. And give that a good 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 seconds. Okay, that feels about right. Okay, so that's good and square. Now, this one, do this. Okay, get that. You're supposed to be in there. I'll just sort of push you in. Yeah, this is where it's gonna get flimsy. Okay, maybe try like that. Okay, hang on, there we go. It's got it wedged in that corner good and tight like that. Okay, so just have to be quick about it. Okay, so maybe a little bit more than I normally would, because it's going to take me a second to line you up. And I knew that was going to be uncooperative. in there. And I don't think it doesn't look square from this angle. Maybe I can force it into being square with the other pieces. I think I got it crooked on. Yeah, I didn't even get close on that. Okay. Next plan. This one, E29. Let's see if I can maybe. I can build. Yeah, actually, we're building these up pretty much a solid all the way back. And that one is. Okay, let's see here. How do I get that in there? You're like that. And this guy, you in there. That should be good and should be pretty close. Not, no, it's not. Okay. Okay, now let's try. Okay, see this one is supposed to go back here, and it does go between. I'm trying to think of something where I can get some bracing so I can get some pressure on this stuff. So so let me try this right quick. Put you in here. That'll give me a back and a front to go against. Okay, I'm going to try that. Let's see what happens with this one. Okay, so you put on you. There. And alright, got that in there. Now this one go on top of easier said than done. Supposed to go on top of that and that. Oh no, this goes on the inside of that one. Okay, it goes like that. Okay, I just broke that off. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this. Okay, in there. Yeah, I need to make a more. I just don't have. Okay, now this goes inside, so that goes like that. Okay. This is the kind of stuff that's always difficult for me. So I'm gonna start from this end because it's on the inside of the. So still more. And that. Okay, yeah. Maybe. Okay. Way too much glue on there. Back. Thumb's too big to hold it in there. Come on. Okay, I think that's gonna do it. And 3 more seconds. Alright. Okay. Now, do this guy. Hopefully, do one side at a time. Sort of bracing on the other side. And then good. Nope. How did that come undone? Okay, 5 more seconds. Okay, and that, to my untrained eye, looks reasonably square. Yeah, I'm getting the nasty, slightly low battery message, so maybe if I cut out, I'll come right back. How do you fit on? That actually feels pretty good. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Okay. That's encouraging. For all that. Get you. Okay. Yeah, I say I'm a little bit off on this side, but within tolerance for me, I think. Now, that's out of the way. And yeah, on there. Okay, took me a minute to get there, but I think this is gonna. All right, yeah, we're getting there. Now you here. Alright. Feeling much better about this now. I say whenever it finally clicks, it does click. So that's good. Building our way on up. And we cap it like so, and that's actually lining up pretty good as well. Nice. Probably don't need it all the way around on this one. Plenty of surface area for it to grab with, but I'll sort of be liberal with it. Alright. Alright. That feels pretty solid now. Actually, got all that bracing in place. Nice little stepping, landing doodad. Wobbles a little bit, but I was thoroughly expecting that. Alright. Now, I'll see if I can get the bends done before I get the ugly battery message light. I got the slightly irritated battery message right now, but that go. Yeah, the gray line is on the top. Okay, and those actual steps there on them sort of. Well, okay, that's. And now they've discontinued the easy, highly visible lines on this set, and with even more invisible red lines. I'm not going to do super hard creases on these because these are going to be actually the other way. It sort of should be a ballpark thing. I think we're just going to be able to glue it down in place anyway as we work our way down the steps. But that should go right there. Like I say, we just have to glue our way down as we go. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that is my plan. I'll do this side and the back and the top. Glue them in place first. And then I'll just do a layer of glue, fold it down and hold it probably with one of these guys and make sure I got a good solid square once I get it in place. And do that. But like I said, I'm getting the ugly battery message, so let me change this battery and I'll be right back. Okay. After having a few seconds to think about it there, I decided that with this much surface area, I don't want to do the super glue on the big parts. I want to have a little bit of adjustment time on this one because I think it's pretty much a one-shot deal. So I am going to use the old Beacon 3-in-1 because it sets up, it gets pretty tacky pretty quick, but it's not like instant. So I'm going to just do, and let's say real clogged up thing again. I just cleaned that out like this afternoon because I thought I might use this. Thought I did anyway. Thumbtack here. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, alright, now back to work. So, it does allow for a pretty light little bead. Okay. Let's see. Wiggle you and wobble you. That seems about right. And squeegee. Alright. Yeah, that looks pretty okay to me. I don't think I'll even stay with it on the top part. I'm feeling it. I'm going to use the super glue on the actual steps, but I say just stay lined up back on the side here. Alright. Good deal. Wasn't thinking about this part when I did that. Okay, so let's move the steps out of the way. Probably won't be able to squeegee this one as much. Just do a I guess I can squeegee it. Like that. Okay. This corner is nice and tight in there. Alright. Feeling it so far? Okay. Ooh. I just noticed I got a little edge on my squeegee. That's going to be ideal for poking into that corner there. And I just looked here. I'm going to pre-trim. These steps have got some overhang right there. So let me get in there, knock that out so I don't tear that. I'm trying to do all this other stuff. Okay, maybe a little right here. Okay. Okay, that's nice and flush. Cap this back up, put it away. Now, like I said, I'm just gonna work my way down. A little bit of super glue on each step and step face and ease it in. So I like to almost get the brush as dry as I can. I guess back to that hardly any actual glue on there. Do just one step, the riser and the runner at the same time. And ease you in. And press down. Okay. Oh. I think I'm on to something here. Ease it down. Wedge it in there. Okay. I had to put a little extra glue over there, but I think that's doable. Otherwise, it's looking really good, I think, so far. And what should be the easy part, but I'm not going to make any assumptions here. Just one to go here. Go over that edge. Alright, I think got a little on the back side I'm going to trim up. But I think but that's also doable. Come back here. Alright, start in the corner. Here. And down the back side here. That was actually pretty, I think that's okay. And I guess I'll down here on the front too, get that out of the way. Easier than trying to glue it down, or up or over, under. Alright, so got that part of it done. Now, cap this, put it away because I'm definitely done with that for the night. supposed to put our handrail or guardrails, handrails, whatever these are, on here and here. I think. Make sure I'm. Yep, this one goes all the way to the back, and that one, yeah, there's a drawing on there of it. Okay, so super glue, and the hearts are supposed to be in the middle, pointed down. Find out if I'm even. Pretty close. Off just a hair, but I'm, like I always say, within tolerance, so I'm okay with that. Now back here, so making sure I do this side and this side so we get the heart shape in the middle down. A little bit less. You there and you. We end up having to do some sanding on that one to make it fit because it is a little bit proud on the back here. So it's, like I say, that's, I can take that off with the sander, so I'm not too worried about that if the need arises. And then we get to put our puppy dog right up here at the top of the steps. So I just stick with the old super glue because I've got it sitting right there. Right about there. Oh, we got our puppy on the steps. All right, and that's gonna call it for today. I intended for this to be a short video, and I know it hasn't been. I did our get the tray out of the way. Got our bottles labeled, our steps built, our books here and here. AC unit, our door, and 2 random steps. So, not a super productive day, but I think, like I say, actually building some of that actual structure feels good. So I can actually see some progress being made. It's not just random little pieces to look at. I'm happy about that. I think I'll call it quits there. I've said enough. I think I've babbled enough tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.